And up north in Leander, we saw a showdown that I have been looking forward to. The oldest school in the district versus the youngest. Two programs that are opposites in some ways, but are also neighbors. A 5-mile straight shot down the road separates Leander from Glenn. Both of those schools struggled last season, each team going 2-8, but both programs had identical 2-2 records entering tonight's game. So the winner would automatically pass last season's win total at the halfway point of 2024.
They got a really good receiver and a quarterback that can run.
Our offensive line has been doing very well up front.
I believe that we could shut them down when it comes down to it.
We got to get running back the ball and us the ball, and that opens up the pass games.
Overall, our offense has just been clicking, so I feel like we can win that game very easily.
It's definitely personal, crosstown rival, so, it's definitely personal.
I'm not really seeing anything that our team can't handle.
Definitely personal. I like the sound of that. It is time for our game of the week. And if you like explosive plays, well, this game was for you. Logan Mitchell is the quarterback in the fall and Leander's pitcher in the spring. Guess the defense wasn't ready for this curveball. The big man can scoot. On this play alone, we saw speed, we saw power, and we saw balance. And eventually, we saw 6 points on the scoreboard. The Grizzlies turned to Keaton Gordon to get things right, and in a flash, Gordon was gone. A 66-yard sprint kept things close, but it just wasn't enough. Mitchell ran one in earlier. Now he's going to the air. A short pass to Garrett Peets. Garrett gets a piece of the action. Leander wins this one 44-35. Guys, you have seen some of the highlights, and some of the biggest plays that we've seen in a single game all season long took place in this one. And I gotta admit, I'm a little bit jealous because I wasn't there to see the whole game, but my friend Corey Mose was. Corey just finished talking into the winning Leander Lions sideline and joins us with more. Corey, what's going on?
What's poppin', Jeff? Yeah, it was homecoming night for Glenn, and from where I'm from, you're supposed to win on homecoming, but unfortunately the Grizzlies couldn't get it done. It was honestly not that tight of a game as you see in the final score. It's about a 9-11 point game, but early in the fourth quarter, it was a 25-point game during that time. And so, of course, Glenn was able to get a couple garbage time touchdowns, but man, Leander was able to be dominant from kickoff. Of course, Logan Mitchell, you saw in the highlights, boys running all over the place today. And also that defense stepped up against a Glenn squad who came in with the last 3 games scoring over 40 points. Tonight, Leander was able to shut them down. So I was able to talk to one of the leaders on that defense. Of course, Logan Mitchell got to get some FaceTime, and also head coach Chris Price. Sensational game here tonight. Calvin, I just want to talk to you because you're one of the leaders on that defense. This team in Glenn was coming in, last 3 games, had over 40 points scored. They had a couple garbage time touchdowns, but y'all were able to keep them in check. How were y'all able to do that?
Just play our responsibilities, just do what we're told, and just keep playing to the end.
And what did it mean to be able to beat a rival in Glenn?
It's really fun. I love playing them every year.
I love that. All right, Logan, let me bring you in, G. Another great game on the ground, using your legs as well as a couple passes as well. Being able to beat this team compared to last year, right? Losing to this team by more than 20 points, what did it mean to get that revenge?
We had a little bit of vengeance out for them, so we really had it coming for them, and we balled out. We did what we were supposed to do, and we succeeded.
Yeah, and they scored over 40 points the last 3 games, but y'all scored over 40 points tonight. What made y'all so prolific?
We just got to give our guys the ball, give our weapons the ball, and let them do their thing.
Well, man, y'all did y'all thing tonight. And, Coach, let me bring you in, G. One more thing for you, Coach. What did you find out about your team tonight in a dominant win in this fashion?
That they are as talented as we think they are, and they're starting to play with a little bit of confidence, which we're excited about. And this is a tough district. We got to do that all year long. And
what did it mean to be able to come out against a team that beat y'all last year? Of course, a different team, but it's still the rival, right?
Yeah. It's hard to beat Glenn. They're a good football team. So any win that we can get is important to us right now. Glenn's really talented. We're just glad we did it.
Well, congratulations, Coach, on the win, and good luck to the rest of the season.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I like how Calvin said that it's fun to beat your rival, right? But also, so now Leander goes home with the win, Glenn goes home with the loss, but there's one person on this Grizzly roster that didn't go home with just the loss, Armando, AKA Tito, right? Armando, he was able to win the homecoming king for the Grizzlies on the football team. And so shout out to Armando. He was Armando Don Juan, I should say. That's his last name, Armando Don Juan, a.k.a. Tito, one homecoming king. And I just want to give him a shout out just because, yeah, his teammate went home with a loss, but he went home with a crown on his head. So maybe that's a win, right?
Yeah, whenever Armando tells this story, that's what he's going to stick to, not the scoreboard. So congrats to the Leander team and congrats to Armando.